as you can see by the title, we're gonna have a discussion. We're gonna have a discussion this evening. So, can two bottoms be in a relationship together, a loving relationship together? And you know, this is very controversial because everyone keeps saying, always says, every topic should be a bottom. Or how in the world you gonna make two bottoms gonna work? Are you gonna bump purses all night, as some may say? I mean, what you gonna do? You know, it's like, but we get so one-sided because we feel that love is one-dimensional, as if we are our heterosexual counterparts, meaning that we have to have, for every man, it has to be a woman. It cannot be the same. As if we letting our roles in the bedroom define our love for one another. Because at the end of the day, I feel that love, communication, connection, trust overrules all of it. But you two individual, of course, will have to set some boundaries, set some guidelines, things like that. But it can work. I have heard stories about it working. Like you have two tops in a loving relationship, and they make it work. But again, we get into the notion that it's so one-dimensional that you can't have it all. As if you meet the person that you most destined to be with, or you manifest, you pray, you're on your hands and knees doing other things, but you cannot figure out the reason why you decide to let this situation end, because all of a sudden you both enjoy the same thing in the bedroom. Who says you can't have it all? Who told you can't have it all? And why would you think that you can't? Because again, you set the rules, you set the dynamics, you set the flow of everything. You don't allow no one to define your relationship but you two. So why not have it all? You can have it all. But we get trapped in the idea that no, that's not feasible. What happens if you play with somebody else and you fall in love and blah blah blah, and what will happen to us? Who said you can't play together? Who? And then two, if you already set the boundaries and you set the dynamics and parameters of what happened, let's say if you out of town on work or whatever, you find a little flame for the night or whatever, do you? Or if they at home, they go do them. You're still coming home together. You still gonna be in a love relationship together. But we let the notion of the sexual preferences intervene or intercede on how we love each other. Because you have built up the trust, the respect, the love for one another. Why would, in heaven's name, would you allow another individual or outside entity come in between that? Now, if you do, that's on you. Because you're not going to get better than what you currently have. So why not stop allowing sexual roles define who you love or who you trust and who you respect? Be comfortable in your own skin to do and go forth and enjoy each other. Because I promise you, you're going to keep sitting on the sidelines. And again, I know, Kevin Samuels very controversial. Hey, it is what it is. Get a dog and die alone. Because we missed out on so many opportunities, especially in the gay community, especially in the gay black community, because our counterparts seem to have it on lock how they do it, how they operate in their day-to-day life. They seem to have it good. They can enjoy each other, they can have a good time, and still come home to love relationship. It's not and they don't let their sexual roles define them. They put things in place. They have, the parameters set, and they go by the business. It's not the saying that they don't love each other less, or they're going to leave that person. People have different things outside of their main dynamic that they enjoy. Why would you put someone on a leash in a cage because you want that person to accomplish everything that you feel like you desire? But then when you get that person, you still feel empty. As if, what happened? I thought I won all this, but in actuality, I don't. So again, we define our relationships. There is no rule book set for our community. There's no playbook for us. But we allow external criteria, such as the heterosexual community, to tell us how we should be in love, who we should date, how we should date, and everything under the sun. We allow those normatives to intercede into our culture, and it just don't work for us. That's why we see so many people, again, on the sidelines or looking at the spaces and things, such as the club bars, and still trying to find someone. Or better yet, they go out of town, out of the country, and do other things, and then come back here and be wholesome, as if they can't find or figure out why they can't find love. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not wrong to go for what you want or what you enjoy, but don't allow those concepts that you have, or those meditated concepts and notions that you have in your mind, intercede into meeting that person that you're destined to be with. But again, we get fixated on the whole top and bottom dynamics. We get fixated on that so much that we just bypass anyone who's coming to our view. Especially the person you have known, you have hung out with, you have met family, friends, you have traveled, you have built such a strong connection. You two just you just yin and yang. You together. But only thing that's stopping you, or in your head, because he's done the bottom, so unfortunately I can't date. And it's not. Don't get me wrong. And people put on their profiles, on their dating apps, they will make it bold. They will make little comments. Oh, I need a man on top of his game. Maybe you need a bottom on top of his, on top of you. And you wonder how long you can keep up with that mindset. So yeah, I say if you can, I suggest to go buy a dog and prepare to die alone. And this is not hate speech. It's not to deter no one, but you have to realize that we make our own rules. We make our own. We do. But the more we are trying to fit our square cells in the heterosexual round holes, we're going to continue to be miserable and continues to lose focus on where we need to be and how we need to operate. Don't allow those internal things stop you from being X, Y, and Z. But we've been programmed and hit hard that that's what we should do. If you're a bottom, you should find the top. You're the top, you should find the bottom. And please don't let the tops fool you, because every top has been someone's bottom. Trust and believe. Don't fall for that they are strictly top. No, every top has been someone's bottom. Sorry, it's the truth. They may not have done it, or when they did, they may not enjoy it at that time. But again, every top has been someone's bottom. All right, let's talk about it. Peace. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you like this video, please just hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and share my videos. We enjoy good content, crazy content, sarcastic content for sure. So again, do your bit one, share my videos, and let's get the conversation started. Because I want to hear from you.